Hello, welcome to Paul Miil Talks. Today we're going to be talking about David Menzies, the Jewish tunnel. Fauci sings the same old deceptive tune. Mike Obama is going to run for president. The jab, death spin, and jellyfish aliens. So let's get to it. First off, David Menzies. What's going on with this guy? So he's walking with Chrystia Freeland in somewhere in Ontario. And let's see what the video says here. Let's.
And how come the IRGC is not a terrorist group? Why is your government supporting Islamo-Nationalism? What? What are you doing? You're under arrest for assault. Why are you pushing?
So they grab the guy, they arrest him. Let's go back and see exactly what happened here. The guy in the black jacket is a plainclothes RCMP, apparently set to protect his perhaps love of his life, Chrystia Freeland, because why is this guy acting overly defensive? It could be political. There could be other reasons. There could be legal reasons why the RCMP and the Liberal Party want to arrest Menzies and tie him up. I don't know, because this seems very stupid for them to do this for no reason. See right there. So he just puts his arm out. That is not assault. If anything, the cop hit Menzies. So they smash him up, right? He starts crying a little bit. Bald Dick and the other guy start flapping at him. So let's see what he says.
Blackface is Canada. This is what
so he's referring to Trudeau. He's referring to Trudeau as blackface is Canada.
I was merely scrumming Minister Freeland and a RCMP officer blockmate, and evidently this is now a trumped-up charge of assault, folks.
So he's being arrested by, looks like, I don't know my glasses. Looks like York Regional Police. This dick here is another Mountie. He's an asshole. So there's two assholes involved, and then these peon moron York Regionals are just doing what they're told, like dutiful morons.
Cause any trouble, I came here to
arresting somebody for not doing anything wrong. This is the state of Canada.
And now I'm handcuffed. This is your Canada now, folks. You know, this is the Gestapo taking blackface's orders. Outrageous. And meanwhile, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps is not a terrorist organization. It's not a terrorist organization. And these liberals have the audacity to show up at a vigil for a plane in which almost 200 people were killed, 57 Canadians, one unborn child, by the way. And look at this. They don't want, it is against the law in Blackface's Canada to ask insensitive questions, impolite questions. So a Canadian government that props...
Everybody should recognize how wrong it is. Every citizen should be able to ask their politicians questions, whether they're polite or impolite. And he wasn't really asking an impolite question. He was just asking about Islamo-nationalism. Doesn't matter what he's asking. The RCMP had no right to be doing what he's doing. And chances are there's a bigger event going on here. I don't know. But it looks like it, because I don't think even the RCMP are this stupid. They might be, but I don't think they're that stupid. The York Regionals apparently are. Just look like morons.
An Islamo-fascist regime.
Islamo-fascist regime! All right, go Menzies.
That's okay. But if you ask questions about that, that's not okay. This is an absolute outrage.
He's right.
I didn't come here to cause trouble, folks. I just came here to ask questions.
It didn't matter if he came there for anything. He didn't do anything wrong. His purpose for being there is not even relevant. He didn't do anything wrong, regardless of his intentions. Look at that asshole. Blah, blah, blah. I'm here for your safety. I can't see. All right, let's see what that jackass says.
I didn't come here to cause trouble, folks. I just came here to ask questions. Apparently, that's my cameraman, so he's not doing...
Goddamn, I can't see it.
Back up a little bit, okay? They're conducting an
That's my
investigation.
cameraman, so he's not doing anything.
Conducting a what?
I want to provide some space so that everybody's safe here, okay?
Oh, everybody's safe here. All right, yo. I want to make sure everybody's safe. Oh, I'm RCMP. My head is so far up my ass. I want to make sure everybody's safe, so I'm going to falsely arrest somebody for something they didn't do. Oh, I'm here for safety. What a twat. Oh, okay. So what do we have here? This is on the Rebel News site. Ian Miles Cheong replies to Elon Musk saying it's kind of bad. It's kind of a bad place right now, referring to, I don't know, Ontario, most likely Canada. Because I don't know if these guys really know much difference between Ontario. They probably do. Elon Musk says they won't make it past the next election, assuming they being the Liberals. Some Yankee Polak said, who is this thug? He claims to be a police officer, and in Trudeau's Canada, I believe it. He's right. This guy even looks like a dickhead. Look at that. He's a walking penis with a jacket. What a clown. This guy here's got a Dermot O. Love to Skapow. I don't know what their name is, but they got it, man. This guy is a clown, a Gestapo clown. Catherine Brodsky says, I have to be honest, I'm not a fan of this reporter or his tactics, which is not relevant. But if you watch the video, he really was falsely arrested on a trumped-up charge of assaulting an officer. Or am I missing something? It appears to be. I mean, maybe Menzies punched the guy in the gut when the camera panned away there for a second, which is totally out of character for Menzies, but... yeah, maybe he did. Maybe he gave the guy a good shot. Let's hope, right? He gave him right in the guts. Give him the floater ribs, right? Grr. I don't think he did, though. Elon Musk sure looks that way. Fine for the ossifer to body check somebody trying to get close to a senior government official, but false to say that he deliberately assaulted an officer. And we'll give Elon the last word on that topic. So next we have the secret Jewish tunnels. The Chabad Hasidic Jewish sect dug tunnels under their synagogue in New York City, connected to the female quarters. Now, I don't know what's going on here. They're saying there's a stained mattress, and 10 people were arrested. Let's see what's going on here. So there's a stained mattress. They're ripping off some plywood or wall paneling, and underneath there's a tunnel. And apparently there's a lot of garbage on the street. And a bunch of Hasidic-looking dudes in an alley. They look pretty honest. Here's the tunnel under, 6 feet of concrete. At least they got a jack down there. Okay. Fast forward through this. So it looks like there's some guys hiding in there or something. So this is before, it looks like. The wall paneling is covering the tunnel. And it looks like the Hasidic guys themselves are bashing it open. This doesn't really make sense what's going on here. And now there's a cop. Blah, blah, blah. Cares what he says. And it looks like people are getting... That's it. There's another video of somebody trashing the place. Oh, yeah. Here's these guys coming out of the secret tunnels on the street. Like rats. Like, what is this? This is the streets of New York. And you got Hasidic Jews climbing out of the sewer. What the hell? What is this, man? Then he scurries away. Like, what's going on, man? What is going on in New York? I don't know. Is this them fighting? A lot of the same stuff. Here's a dude welding up the... What's that sound? What is that? That's creepier than the welding up of the hole. Oh, anyways. So, who knows what's going on there? Now we have a hero, Senator Paul Rand, talking about Fauci singing the same old song. So Fauci of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases director. I thought he retired. So let's hear what Fauci's got to say. I mean, with a grain of salt, because it's bullshit, more than likely.
So when EcoHealth Alliance took the virus SHC014 and combined it with WIV1 and caused a recombinant virus that doesn't exist in nature, and it made mice sicker, mice that had humanized cells, you're saying that that's not gain-of-function research?
According to the framework and guidelines.
So what you're doing is defining away gain-of-function. No. You're simply saying it doesn't exist because you changed the definition on the NIH website.
This is something they seem to be doing a lot of. Just change the definition. Gain of function doesn't exist because we just redefined it. Gain of function isn't something you redefine. If there's a function that is being amplified, you're gaining that function. You're making it grow.
This is terrible, and you're completely trying to escape the idea that we should do something about trying to prevent a pandemic from leaking from a lab.
Again, from the Wu Flu lab, funded by Fauci in part, which is insane that they've moved, apparently, the bioweapons research from the United States to China? What are these guys thinking? So obviously they're not, Fauci and whoever he's working with is not with the United States. They're answering to some other authority, and they're working in China. So who? Who is this globalist multinational entity that Fauci is actually answering to? Because it certainly isn't the United States.
There's the preponderance of evidence now points towards this coming from the lab, and what you've done is change the definition on your website to try to cover your ass, basically. So when
Not basically. It's what he was done. What he was done. It's what he has done. Right. Next we have Mike Obama queuing herself up to run for president, it appears. So she, according to Steve Guest, she simultaneously bashes Joe Biden heading into the 2024 and pushes strong authoritarian impulses. Now, I hear a lot of leftists say that right is authoritarian. And of course, we all know those are two different dimensions. You have left, right, and then you have authoritarian and libertarian. And so you could be a far left libertarian or a far left authoritarian. You could be a far right libertarian and a far right authoritarian. So don't conflate authoritarian with right or left. But it appears to be a lot of left authoritarians seem to be the ones holding the reins of power in the world right now. So let's hear what Mike has to say. Well, let's see. I was going to talk about Michelle Obama running for president, but let's hear what she has to say about Harvey Weinstein.
I want to start by thanking Harvey Weinstein for organizing this amazing day. Harvey.
Look at Oprah in the background. Look at her smiling. Oh, yeah, Harvey, you scumbag. She's right in league, right? Look at that. Smiling. Mike Obama. Look at that scumbag.
This is possible because of Harvey. He is.
What did I say? Did I call her Oprah? Whoopi Goldberg. Look at Whoopi in the background. Did I call her Oprah? Whoopi Goldberg. Oh. Well, I can't get that to work, so we'll pass the Michelle Obama story. I don't want to paraphrase too much. Right, so next we got the Luther Cyrus death spin. French forward Andy Delort from the Qatari club Salal collapsed and started convulsing in the field in the 16th minute of the Qatar Stars Cup final against Al Arabi. 10 minutes after scoring his team's first goal, the French striker began spinning around before falling to the ground and having convulsions. Here's the footage. See, he's doing a spin over the shoulder. He looks up and spins around. I've seen that on the... there's probably a lot more videos in here. No? Yeah, here. Same deal. Right. They all look up to the right, spin, and collapse. Here, like this.
Captured by security cameras from around the world. Several videos show people suffering from the same strange attack. First, they act as if they see something over their shoulder, compelling them to turn their head. As the head turns, the body follows. An arm lifts, as if to point at what they are seeing.
Like he's
Their
swatting
body then
away.
spirals into collapse and begins to spasm.
So there, it actually looked like he was swatting. He sees something and he starts swatting at it like it's a bunch of bats or flies or some, who knows. Right? And then now just looking up and spinning, stroking out. Up to the right. See, look, he's looking up over his right shoulder.
Turning their head to
And then he looks scared. Look at that face. He sees something that's scaring the shit out of him.
see something, and then spinning into collapse.
He didn't really spin. He just sort of froze up. But it looks like the expression on the face. Now they blur this chick's face so you can't see the expression. Look at this dude. Watch. He looks up. He's looking over his shoulder. Pretty creepy. You see something. Now to me, that guy looks startled.
These videos do not appear to be a hoax. And if they are not a hoax, then what is this?
Up over the shoulder. Okay, that just looks like stroking out.
It has people speculating about 5G. And has others thinking about CERN.
That guy didn't have a good day.
Whatever it is that is going on, we are still injecting this deadly poison into the young bodies of our innocent children. Reporting for InfoWars.
Yeah, so that's pretty spooky stuff. That death spin. Could just be, stroking out, but everybody's stroking out the same way. I've never seen videos like this before. The jab. Have you seen videos of people stroking out? I mean, anyways, causation. Next, our last on our list, we have jellyfish aliens. So, John, I don't know if it's Greenwald or Greenewald. I don't know if you pronounce the E or not. But he referring to last night, Jeremy Corbell released through TMZ's docuseries TMZ Presents UFO Revolution that was dubbed the Jellyfish UAP. So he's saying there's not much backstory other than it's an unidentified object captured on a thermal camera in 2018 while a weapons platform was recording in Iraq. So Jeremy added that the object later went into the water for 17 minutes, then took off at a 45-degree angle, but no footage exists for that. So what does he say here?
It does not look like a traditional UFO, like a sphere or a saucer, but this shape has been seen since the beginning of UAP or UFOs. They call it the jellyfish UAP.
So it looks like something from Star Wars.
Since the rock was still on a weapons platform,
Get Han Solo to shoot that sucker.
you see that there's a dog there. See the animals are black. I'm assuming this is black hot. You see the object just went to white. And
So
you'll see
is
it
this
going from white to
CG?
black, white
Would the
to black.
military
And
be
that's basically
releasing
showing the heat
CG?
differential. So it's going like hot and cold, hot and cold.
Like you're saying, it's getting hot and cold. So if it's legit, it's
The
changing
problem was
temperature.
the optics platform was jammed. These individuals who target with these platforms, they can shoot out an Al-Qaeda tire at 27 miles away, but not being able to lock it was one of the first signs that something's weird. I was able to find direct eyewitnesses and corroborate that this event did happen. When individuals would target in on it with the optics, the way it was described, each of these hanging things, they were stiff, like they weren't moving. They had geometric form, like scales. What was said to be scales. Like
I mean,
armor.
it could be
There were also
3D.
people with night
I
vision
mean, the government
who were
definitely
out
has the
and they were
capacity
tasked
to
go look
produce
for it. Couldn't
CG.
see it on the night vision.
For
Only
what
in the thermal
purpose? I
factor
don't
could you see
know.
But anything that looks like that appears to have a payload, that's a big deal. It could be dangerous, so these are high priority.
I mean, this may not
But
even be from the
what
government.
happened is there were a couple other nations involved.
Problem is the
and
government
the
admits
thieves
to
were
this kind of
shot
crap, so
immediately. So that put me on high alert too. Why is it completely being shut down? But that's not all it did.
camel. B-roll footage of
It
water.
goes out over a body of water. I'm told it stops on a dime, descends
He's
into the water,
told.
stiff into the water.
So if he's told that, does that make it so? I mean, I could tell you that I just had unicorn hamburgers, right? That means nothing.
And for 17 minutes, nothing.
How's he know
And
17
boom,
minutes?
this thing comes up out of the water and shoots off at 45 degrees, just like that. It looks very much like what I've heard that has made incursions into nuclear facilities, because I know
Again, he heard.
for sure, fact of the matter, there is footage from inside a nuclear facility, and I'll just say it, Pantex, that's the one, man. something that appears identical to this moves between these nuclear silos and shot off again at a 45-degree angle. What it is, I don't know, but now, when it goes over a body of water, I do have some footage of that. This is when that same object, a jellyfish UFO, goes out over this. There's like, you kind of get an idea about a distance now, how far these optic systems can reach. When it gets to that point where
I don't have any idea about the distance. That could be a marble rolling across ice. This is not giving me any idea.
Every source that I have talked with who is aware of this footage, that footage exists. You've got a UFO or UAP, descends into the water stiff, comes back up, and then shoots off 45 degrees. Now, this was taken by an intelligence agency and buried. So I don't know, man. These are the cases that spark me.
Well, it wasn't buried very well if you're pulling it up and talking about it. Like, yeah, that's it, it looks like. So that's it. New format. Just, that's it. Go away.